In this tutorial, I'll walk you through a simple practical technique for creating a seamless infinite loop in Rive with multiple elements, so you can build smooth, professional animations without visible jumps or glitches. Let's start with a quick example. I've got 3 balls here, animated on a 1-second loop using the work area. Each ball moves along the y-axis to create a jump, and I've also added rotation so they spin as they move. If I'll play the animation, you can see we already have a clean, simple jumping balls loop that looks pretty solid. Let's make this a bit more interesting. What if we want the second ball to start slightly after the first one, and the third ball to start after the second? That kind of offset instantly makes the animation feel more dynamic and alive. So let's try it. Let's take the keyframes of the second ball and push them slightly forward in time to create a small delay. And let's do the same for the third ball. If we scrub through the timeline, you can clearly see the first ball jump, followed by the second and then the third. Great! Now let's play the animation. We can clearly see a visible jump in the animation. Why does this happen? If we compare the last keyframe of the loop with the first one, they're not identical. That mismatch is exactly what causes the jump when the animation loops. This is exactly the problem this tutorial is meant to solve, so let's fix it. First, let's reset the keyframes back to their original positions. The first thing we'll do is create 2 iterations of that loop animation. To do that, we'll copy the keyframes, move to the end of the loop, and paste them there. Now we have 2 full iterations of the jump animation. Each ball jumps once, hits the ground, and then jumps again, all within the same continuous motion. At the moment, the work area still covers only the first iteration. Next, we'll move the work area so it covers the second iteration. This allows us to offset keyframes while keeping everything safely inside the work area. And that's the key to preventing the jumps we saw at the beginning of the video. It's important to be precise here. Accuracy is key to avoiding those jumps. Great. Everything looks good. Now this is where it really comes together. We can safely offset the second ball's keyframes forward in time to add a small delay. And let's do the same for the third ball. Because we're working with 2 full iterations of the animation, the work area no longer cuts the motion. When we offset the keyframes, the movement smoothly spans across the end of the first iteration and the beginning of the second, keeping a full animation cycle intact and preventing visible jumps. As a result, the animation matches perfectly at the start and end of the work area, eliminating any visible jumps. Let's play the animation and test everything. Perfect. At this point, we've created a seamless infinite animation with offset, without any jumps or breaks. If you enjoyed this tutorial and want more content like this, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to master Rive, from the basics all the way to advanced topics, check out my Rive Masterclass for designers, where we build a full weather app from scratch in Rive. See you in the next tutorial.